If you're trying to grow a B2B business, regardless of your size, I'm going to share with you the 3 biggest mistakes that I made going from 0 to multi-7 figures in under 5 minutes. Number 1, keeping the wrong people for too long. That is probably the biggest mistake that I see when companies are starting out and starting to grow, is keeping people that they probably shouldn't. Now, I made that mistake personally, and I kept people on for multiple years, but the good news is that once you make that first cut where you realize this person isn't working out, regardless of you've outgrown the company, they stopped performing, they've outgrown you, regardless of the reason why, once you make the first one, every subsequent one after that is a lot easier, because then you start to realize, oh wow, I didn't realize how much this was hindering my growth once that person was no longer in that position. Now, we've done it multiple times here over the last 11 years, and each time we get better. And at the current point, we've got the team that's going to continue to allow us to succeed and grow. Oftentimes, companies think too emotional with their decisions when it comes to the hiring and firing things, but like they say, hire fast and fire faster. And once you can get that person that's probably hindering your growth out of the way, then that will allow you to grow much faster in the future. Number 2, making decisions without data. Everybody has opinions on what you should do, how you should do it. The key is using data to help make those decisions, because you can back it up and then test things in the future. It does not matter what you're looking at. It could be growth, it could be statistics of numbers of how you've gotten customers, the trajectory of your business, the financial statements. You have to use data to support any decision you make, so that way once you make that decision, you can use data to then check your progress. Opinions are great, and you can use opinions with the data supporting it, but if you don't have that data aspect, then it's just gonna be everybody saying, this is what I think we should do. If you have no way to measure it, then you can't possibly manage it, and how can you determine your success if you don't have data to then show you that the decision that you made was the accurate one? I've done this numerous times in the beginning, allowed people to say, hey, I think I should do it this way, and we weren't tracking it, and I didn't force the tracking. And then before you know it, a lot of time goes on, and you're not able to say, hey, we probably should have stopped this sooner, because this was the data that was showing that it wasn't working. So without adding that data layer, even when you make that initial decision is, I'm gonna make this decision based on what we think, which is great, but then here's how we're gonna track the progress and see if it's successful. And layering that data aspect in will drastically improve your process. Number 3, treating sales problems as all of the other problems, and especially in marketing. People always want to blame everything else but sales when it comes to growth, closing business, etc. So if you have a sales team that is just basically pointing the finger saying everybody else is not doing their job, as you peel back the layers of that onion and really look at the sales data, that'll tell a different story. If you're not growing, but you're getting leads, then maybe it's your sales team is not converting those leads into deals. I've had numerous times where we're getting lots of quoting opportunity and we're quoting things, but we're not closing them. And it's a sales problem of quoting people too early. The leads weren't qualified. And so if you look at the sales process first as to what's hindering your growth, and say, I want to look at all of the different stages of the sales process and decipher each one and see, is there holes in the ship that are causing the leakage? Then once you plug those holes, then you can focus on the other areas. It's not always about getting new customers in. It's not always getting about the next sale. It's about looking at what you currently have, perfecting that process, and then that will provide that incremental growth so you can build and stack all those building blocks of success to make yourself more efficient and get new leads in and actually convert them faster. So to recap, number 1, keeping people on for too long that shouldn't be there. Number 2, making decisions and actions without data. And number 3, treating sales problems as if it's all of the problems. So if you got value out of this content, share it with someone that you know. And if you watch this and you're still having the same issues, then it's probably because you didn't subscribe. So be sure to do that now. I'll see you on the next one.